Hello everyone, Jared the Clock here with a brand new review. Today I'm going to be reviewing Rogue One: A Star Wars Story, the movie that took me forever to review. But finally I'm going to review it here for you. The basic plot of Rogue One: A Star Wars Story is, it's basically the opening credits text for the original Star. Sorry about that. It's basically telling the story of the small group of rebels that were somehow able to do the impossible and steal the Death Star plans from the rebellion, or not the rebellion, from the Empire. Now that may seem like a spoiler, but it's not really a spoiler because we all know it. Now excuse the football in the background and the screaming dog. He was mean. He carried around the cat. So, yeah. But what did I think of this film? The film that is ultimately split among Star Wars fans. Was it good? Was it bad? Was it in the middle? In my opinion, it was really good. Listen, I'm coming from the point of view of a new Star Wars fan, and legitimately, this is one of the few times in a long time where a Star Wars movie has actually felt like Star Wars. It had this overall feeling of Star Wars with blendings of special effects. It used practical and CGI in ways you would never imagine, and it even was able to pull off some of the most daring things a Star Wars movie I've ever seen do. Kill off all the main characters. Yeah, that's a spoiler. This review will be filled with spoilers. I'll put it in the title. Basically, I'm just gonna go right through all the things that I loved. Jyn Erso, played by Felicity Jones, was a great idea for a main actor and a main character as well. The movie, in terms of characters overall, is like as usual a great example of Star Wars characters. The fact that these characters could be somehow relatable in a situation that we'd never feel like we'd ever be in before. We can actually relate to these characters in ways you could never imagine. For times, you actually feel like you are these characters, and Star Wars is a perfect example of that. Once again, it keeps you on the edge of your seat, not just with action, but as well characters. Very well done characters, in my opinion, as well. Diego Luna. I was hoping for more Forrest Whitaker, but I did not get that. I was sad I didn't get more Forrest Whitaker, but really that doesn't matter because Forrest Whitaker isn't the main thing in this movie. Excuse me. Anyway, Star Wars is a universe where really characters are the most important thing, along with special effects, of course, but in these movies, we can feel like we are the characters, and especially with Rogue One, these characters are the most relatable I've seen in a long time, ever since The Force Awakens, or A New Hope. Maybe Empire Strikes Back. The dog has something. So that's my thoughts on the characters. Second off, the special effects. Another time in Star Wars where I feel like the special effects have been outdone. They feel so realistic. With not only a lot of great CGI use in places where it should be, as well practical effects in places that it is appropriate for. In Star Wars, it's needed at times for CGI and then at times for practical effects. Some things are easier with practical and some are with CGI. Rogue One handles this so well. It's sort of a blend of mixing CGI and practical effects while also keeping a fair balance in between. It's something I haven't really seen done before, and he's got my bear. Don't notice what I just said. I think I've said enough about the special effects up to this point, but overall, in my opinion, they were handled so well when compared to the other films, such as the prequels, unfortunately. So, that's my thoughts on the special effects. Overall, the plot, what did I think? Yes, it is a little bit of a by-the-numbers plot. You know, get this, grab it. You don't have it! You got it now! Oh no, it's the ending. But this time it was handled in a way where you're still interested. Even though you know what's going to happen, you feel interested in the plot. Because for once in a Star Wars movie, I could say, wow, that plot was investing, even with all the side things. Because in my opinion, Star Wars works out as more of a special effects experience. Yes, the plot is enjoyable, but at times feels repetitive, especially with Return of the Jedi. With this film, you feel invested from beginning to end, not just as a Star Wars movie, but as a film overall. Star Wars is one of those times in movie history where you can get invested in the plot. As a Star Wars movie, though, at times, it feels like that. But with this film, it feels like you can be invested with it as an overall film. And, oh, really, I just enjoyed the hell out of this movie. If you're on the fence about seeing it, really, it's one of those movies where you have to go in and really figure out whether you like it or not. It's not one of those times where I could say if it's great or bad. It's one of those times where you need to see it for yourself. Because this is one of those movies where you really need to form your own opinion about it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching my review of Rogue One: A Star Wars Story. If you liked it, my gosh, I can't even remember my outro. Like if you enjoyed the video that much, subscribe if you want to see more, and comment if you want to call me an asshole. Check out my Instagram, ran.jared, and telling you, always trust your instincts, because sometimes movies can cheat you.